This is just Amazon on Monday, September 16th, 2019. We had a really nice bearish retest gap. Really small candle Friday, gaps down. It's going to move in that direction. Actually, looking at the daily, it makes this somewhat look like an island reversal. The high here was 1833.42. The low between these two candles, the low is 1834.28. So there's still an open gap here. And maybe at some point it'll close, hopefully sooner rather than later, to keep moving up. But this was a really nice gap down, very similar to this gap down. It just gapped further, gapping pretty much right into the 5, but further, dollar wise or point wise, away from the 1841.30 price. And the 5-minute doesn't do it justice. Let me actually switch over to the 3-minute, because on the 3-minute, this is all you needed to do to trade this today. Like, let's step back, pretend you didn't see what happened. You get a bearish retest gap, and your opening candle is a high wave candle, bullish. You get in below it, stop above it. That's it. That's the setup. That's the trade. And it either wicked you in here, or if you were waiting for a close, then you can get in. You can get in then as it moves below here. You get a wider stop, but you most likely got in on this candle. With that, I mean, you had 3 minutes to set it up, and then probably actually another 3 minutes, because it came up, above this low. So you had some time on that one. I mean, you still got to be quick, but 6 minutes is plenty of time to set up the trade. And then rolled over. Came down into 1815 pretty quickly, take some profit there, pushed on through, put a nice hammer here. Somewhat of a double bottom. Should come back into 1815. That's a nice price we've been watching. Yep, there you go. Right into 1815, right into the 21. A really nice inverted hammer, evening star reversal here at resistance. You got this uptrend channel coming right into play here again. Really consolidating right into the 1815 price. And from there, rolling over again. Pushed a little lower. It's getting close to 1800. Will it get there? I don't think it actually got a low in there today. Push down, kind of a secondary push down, bit of a double top here off the 21. Some more evening star reversals, just not as strong as this one at a resistance. If you miss this, this was the other opportunity. That was just a great opportunity to get in bearish. Get a little bit of squeeze for me. You're losing that bullish momentum. This is feeling like this is bears that are late to the party, and bulls are about to rip it higher, and it does actually push down a little further. Oh, nice. Okay, the low here was 1804.41. No, 1801 was the low here. 1804.44. The low here is 1800.43. Maybe we do touch 1800. Oh man. Oh, these lows, are these lows the same? 1843 cents on both of these. That is a tweezer bottom. That is nice. And another little low, 1840 cents. Okay, I'm like anticipating it touching 1800. I didn't think you got there. And 1820 cents. Okay, that's where it bounced. Got really close to 1800. I mean, for all practical purposes, it got to 1800. So even a move from 1815 down to 1800, it's a $15 move. If you had gotten in here, I mean, if you got into options like the 1800 puts, you got at the money, and then it, really consolidated here. Looked like it was going to maybe pop. It still just goes sideways, puts in a really shallow double bottom, and now it's starting to break out. Got above the 21, which is, clear, pretty clear here for a reversal that something's changing, because this was the first time we've been above the 21 all day. And we just knew from the small candle we got yesterday, Friday, that this thing's going to move in whatever direction it gaps, and it does. So, all right, push above the 21. Now we come back into it. This is the place to go bullish, get into some calls, and I guess maybe not right there, huh? Retest a little more. I guess it retests into a neckline here. Nice little tiny hammer, starts to bounce. And so sideways, look at that. Okay, it doesn't even really bounce. Just goes sideways all day. Wow. That makes me think that there's more bearishness coming. it didn't really even pop. It just grinded sideways. This was the move from here down to here, or from here down to here, maybe a little scalp from here to here, but this is mostly just a retest of the low and a little rollover, but you missed the bigger move from here to here. Okay, let's see. Nothing really going on. If we can come up to 1815 tomorrow and roll over again, that would be a really nice secondary retest. Like this is a retest from below. This is like the quick retest. If we get a secondary retest and roll over, man, look out. I could totally see some more bears come in. We did take out this low, which makes this a double top. And now we're just sitting right here on the neckline trying to decide, was this just a retest of this gap? This was a bullish gap and go. Is that just a retest of that? And this is a secondary retest of that. This is a good place to be buying. You know your risk. It's also a good place to get ready to go bearish. So this is the first day we lost in bearish momentum. Volume is looking like it's confirming this bearish move here. Taking out this low, taking out this low, those are key. I would watch out for some more bearishness. Looking into getting into puts, something like that to protect if you were buying down here. I mean, we could definitely come right back down here, coming into 1747 again. This looks like a really, I thought this was a nice accumulation, and now we're breaking out, and then I anticipate we're going to continue up, but it looks like there's some more pullback. So I don't want to change my tune yet, just because this is a great place to buy for that bullish move. You're going to trap a lot of bears if it does get going. Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see. This, I mean, we lost one day. We've had squeezes before. We lost a day of bullish momentum, had some bears come in, and it got ready to launch it even higher, even faster. So anyway, coming back into the 5. Coming back into the 3-minute. This was the setup, getting in bearish in here. Let's go look at, now I'm still looking at the 5-minute. At the puts, 1800 puts. That first 5-minute was getting set up. You probably could have done something 10 by 9, even after that first candle. Maybe. I guess we can switch to the 5 or to the 3 and see what this does. Where's this set up? Oops. There we go. Okay, 9 by 8 was that candle. Yeah, you could have done 9 by 8 and just set it up for the second candle, and it would have filled. Definitely would have filled if you set it up on the first candle, doing 9 by 8, or tiny bit more conservative, like 925 by 8. I mean, a little more than $100 risk, something like that. Okay, so on the 3-minute, 9 by 8, and that shot up to 16. This was the push past the 1815 price. 1815 was, let's just look at this. 1815 was on the 839 candle. So 839 candle right here, really. So if you got in 9 by 8, you hit 3R just 6 minutes later. 9 minutes later, something like that. Let's see, you got in on this one. So by the 9th, 10th minute later, you were up 3R. Yeah, that's when you can just get out and go about your day. If you had held on, getting in 9 by 8, shot up to 16, 15, pulled back. This was the 915 price. Came back to around 12. So getting set up here as it does an S curve on the puts here. It was doing an S curve on the stock on the 3-minute, and so oops, there we go. So getting in probably 13 by 12 if you waited, or looking to get in at 12 or 1250 by 1150, something like that, and then that ran up to 18. Now, had you gotten in originally and held 9 by 8, that doubled. That went up to 18. And then the low up here, how would you have known to get out then here? Isn't really any reason other than it's coming into 1800. I think yesterday, no, not yesterday. No, what was it? It was this day. this low here, coming to that low meant, let's see, what price is that? 1806. Let's just say 1806. So if we look at 1806 as a target, yeah, that candle. So taking out the low, that's what people were trying to buy here, taking out the low. It didn't work. And then people were going bearish here as it took out a low. So people were looking to trade this below that candle. And so that could have easily been a target that once it moves down below, you're going to get out because other people are going to short it there. And so there's people who are going to be selling that you can buy it back from and close out the bearish position. So let's see, that was the 948 candle. So if you're in, let's say you're in at 12 and the 948 candle was here. Yeah, you're pushing above this high. So going from 12 up to 16 into the high, 16, maybe 17, something like that. So that's 5R. So number of opportunities, even this one, I mean, really small candles here. That was that was in here. You had kind of a double top. It would have been shorting it off the 21 here, which coincided with the retest of the opening low, or the push down low here, this S curve. You're just looking to roll over from that price. So that was 1027. Oops, there we go. So 1027 is right here. You're getting in either like 1550 by 1450, or getting in at 15 by 14 going off of this, and even that made it to 2R pretty easily, to 17 or 18 or even 19. Wow. And after that, we pulled back a little bit more on the puts. Maybe you would have switched to another put that's a little further away, so like 1775 put instead of 1800. A lot less volume. Wow. Only a couple of little lines here and there. So it's going to be much more spready. Let's see, 1020. Yeah, no one was even buying at 1027. The 915 people were buying. This was, you could do 6 by 5 here, and that moved up to 8 or 9. So that's still 2, 3R, something like that, right out the gate. 5 by 4, something like that. That ran up to 7, so that's 2R. So, 1775 put could have worked. If you were if you have, I don't know, smaller account, if you've got, if you want to buffer for some of that spread, if you just want to be a little further out of the money and not take a hit if it moves against you, any of those reasons. But it looked like the 1800 was kind of the better one to trade just for the movement and the volume. Totally makes sense to be trading the 1800 put. And then looking at the 1850 call, I know we're way far away, but look at that, just sideways, doesn't get anything going to the bullish side. If we go look at 18, oops, typed it wrong. There we go. Let's go ahead, 1825 call, a little more volume. Still just flat, just sideways. Could have been buying at 9, I guess. Have an order in at 9, flip it at 10 for an R. And that's rough. Okay, let's just look at 1800 calls, because I'm sure people were buying as it was getting close to 1800 there. So yeah, that's really expensive. Buying at 20, flipping it at 21 or 22. Bullish was not the way to go today. Even later here, where it did do a little bit of a rally. Let's see, right in here, it rallied 1120, 1121. Oops. 11, 20, yeah, so buying in here, you're still above 20, still below 22. So really hard to get 2R going bullish. Really hard. And probably really spready there too. So the edge was bearish. It retested quickly on a 3-minute, kind of on a 5, but much better on a 3. And this is a really good place to buy if it's going to go bullish, and a stop right below here. Be ready to be stopped out. Be ready to flip it and trade it the other direction, because this could just push up a little bit more, have a little S curve, and then roll over. If we get, so picturing Tuesday, if we get some sort of rally like this into 1815 and have another inverted hammer, that is a great candle to get in going bearish. Other people may be doing that too. It might trap you and stop you out, trail you out. Stop you out probably if you had just gotten in. And then you got these consolidating into tomorrow or sometime this week, it looks like. So look for this kind of rollover at this price and or this uptrend channel. Either of those. Give yourself some room on the stop, and look at probably the 1800 put some more, because if we push back to 1815, this price should probably be down closer to 10, maybe even 9 on a Tuesday. So possibly a 10 by 9 or 9 by 8 setup could work on the 1800 put. So if it does move up and then roll over. And what I'm picturing there is, actually, let me do this first. Yeah, what I'm picturing here is this looks more of like a flag. And so if we can do, some more chopping around, something like that. And then tomorrow's range would probably be something like this. I'm just trying to draw it. Trying to draw straight lines. Not working too well. But if we could chop around something like this, and then come into this, roll back down. It was good resistance here, and it was good. It was good support here, good resistance here. So just have to wait and see how that goes. So I hope this makes sense, and hope it's helpful. This is Just AMZN. Thanks.